About Matt Garza for Tampa Bay, strong. Bottom second with the Red Sox threatening against Jason Varitek, who was not pleased with the call there. Runner on second, third, one out. Now we got two out, and Alex Cora pops out to B.J. Upton. In the inning, Red Sox cannot capitalize. Base runners in scoring position. Garza out of the jam. On the other side, John Lester on the bump, throwing the pill over the dish for Boston. He's allowed 2 earned runs in 20 innings pitching against the Rays. In 2008, he's been dynamite at Fenway, and here B.J. Upton with 2 on, just crushes one over the monster. 3-run homer for him. He becomes the youngest player to reach 5 homers in the postseason. He's 24 years, 53 days. He's exactly half Levy's age. Later in the inning, Lester facing Evan Longoria. Solo home run for him. His 4. That wasn't true, right?
No, not true.
Lester, 4 earned in 5 2/3. The Rays up 5-0. As for Garza, then, with that kind of lead, he just started attacking the hitters in the heart of Boston's batting order. David Ortiz, big poppy, small, low fly ball. Same inning, Kevin Youkilis, and the Euchre swinging like Bob Euchre, which isn't always that great. Euchre for a 200 hitter. J.D. Drew, cheesed in the 5th. Ortiz, harmless. Bottom 6 now facing Drew one more time. He goes down. Garza, 4 Ks. Red Sox 3, 4, 5 hitters 0 for 9 with those 4 strikeouts. Top 7, Garza. He's out of the game, just hanging loose with Silent George. Rays turn to reliever J.P. Howell. Sox with a runner on first. He got 1 out. Dustin Pedroia. Grounds to Longoria at third. Great turn at second. So a 5-4-3 double play, and, well, nothing hurt. Top 8, 5-1 Tampa. Rocco Baldelli up with 2 on, and everybody gets to walk home. This one's going deep into the Boston night. Paul Bird, his first career postseason homer, his first at Fenway since September '06, and the Fenway Park faithful headed for the exit. Sir, the bar, the greatest bar ever. Carlos Pena thinks he'll have another. Paul Bird gives up that solo home run. 4 long balls, 1 off the most ever allowed by Boston in a playoff game. So Tampa wins it 9-1, and the series is now 2-1 in favor of the Rays. Another offensive beatdown, and they take the 2-1 lead, as I said. First time in Red Sox history they've allowed 8 or more runs in consecutive games, and they've actually given up 9. Every Rays starter hit. Only Kyle Crawford failed to score. Meanwhile, Ellsbury, Ortiz, Varitek, hitless in the game, hitless in the series. Lester, 11-1 at Fenway during the regular season, rocked, as I told you, for the 5 runs, 4 earned in the loss. The winners, they get to talk first.
Fenway, Game 4 ALCS. Rays lead the series 2-1. Thanks to scoring 9 runs in consecutive games. Tim Wakefield struggled against Tampa Bay in the regular season, and it carried right over into the postseason. The 42-year-old, the oldest to start an ALCS game, gives up a Carlos Pena jack in the top of the first, and Rays Nation going wild. Boston. Next batter is Evan Longoria. Get out of town, a monster shot. Longoria's 5th home run of the playoffs. He passes Miguel Cabrera for the most ever by a rookie. Now watch this again. The knuckler that barely knuckles just hangs up high in the zone, and Longoria knows what to do with that. Rays score 3 in the first, lead 3-0. In contrast to Wake, there's Andy Sonnenstein. Great against Boston all season. Great in this game as well. No Jacoby Ellsbury. It's Coco Crisp grounding into the 4-6-3 double play. Sonnenstein out of a jam in the second. The top of the third, Wakefield facing Carl Crawford. 2 outs on an 0-2 pitch here. Crawford weak grounded towards first. Wakefield dives to field the ball. The flip not in time. Crawford saved it first. Allows the inning to continue. And as you might expect, Willie Ibar, a 2-run shot up into the monster seats and over. Ibar's second career home run against Wakefield. Watch it again. Over the monster, out of the park. And if you look closely, Anderson, yes, there's my apartment right over there.
Really?
Not really, no. The Rays at a 5-0 lead. Deano Navarro, a liner. This one does not get out. This goes off the wall, and Terry Francona knows he can't wait any longer. Francona yanks Wakefield 2 2/3, 6 hits, 5 earned, 2 walks. Throws his 44 pitches for Wake. First time since the '92 NLCS. He allowed multi-homers in a postseason start. Sonnenstein is still in there. Kevin Youkilis, hard liner to left center, and B.J. Upton, he can cover some ground out there. Youkilis frustrated, got a good pitch to hit. Bottom of the 5th, it's 6-1. Marcotte, a drive to left center. And I mentioned Upton can cover some ground. Sonnenstein, 7 1/3 strong. Next batter's Coco Crisp. Softy to Jason Bartlett coming in and makes the play. Red Sox offense can't get anything going. To the top of the 6th now. It's 7-1. Rays with the bases loaded. Manny Del Carmen is in, facing Longoria. And here's a full count pitch to Longoria. And this would not be a grand slam. This would be a bases loaded walk. Akinori Iwamura comes in to score. Francona comes out to get Del Carmen. The next batter is Carl Crawford. He joined Derek Jeter and Marquise Grissom as the only players to ever go 5 for 5 in a postseason game. It was 9-1. Bases still loaded. Willie Ibar grounded it to the left side. Ibar 4 for 5, 5 RBIs. All Francona can do is watch. As for the author, Stephen King, he's got to be thinking anything is better than this game, even that SportsCenter promo with Anderson. It's all Rays all the time, 13-4. And just like that, the Tampa Bay Rays are a win away from a World Series berth, while at the same time eliminating the defending champs. Boston has battled back from the same spot before, just last year, but that can hardly be comforting at this time. Off day in the series on Wednesday. Thursday night, right back at Fenway on TBS and ESPN Radio. Daisuke Matsuzaka and James Shields, the probables. The Rays, they're probably going to the World Series. At Fenway made that Game 6 very necessary. Red Sox have won 7 straight League Championship Series games when facing elimination. And the Rays have hit 10 home runs over the last 3 ALCS games. Off Daisuke Matsuzaka with a man on, and just like that, B.J. Upton goes big fly, and it's 2-0 Rays. Upton 6th. He's 1 shy of Troy Glass's American League record for home runs in a postseason. All right, still 2-0. And here's Carlos Pena getting into the act. A 2-run shot of his own. It's 4-0 Rays. Now keep in mind, Tampa Bay had not blown a lead bigger than 3 runs all season. So they've got a 4-run lead. Now this game is over. Turn out the lights, the party's over, right? Next batter, here's insurance from Evan Longoria. His 6th home run of the postseason. Also 1 shy now of that Gloss record. It's 5-0 Rays. Did I mention Tampa Bay had not blown a lead bigger than 3 runs all season? I mean, it's 5-0 Tampa Bay. Longoria homering in 4 straight LCS games, tying Carlos Beltran's record. Now, Joe Madden, the manager for Tampa Bay, he's pushed all the right buttons all season long. Goes with Scott Kazmir over James Shields. Kazmir gets David Ortiz to ground out in the bottom of the 3rd. Big Papi 1 for 16 in the series at that point. And Kazmir gets Jason Bay swinging. To the 4th, Kazmir gets Jason Varitek. The captain and catcher 0 for 12 in the series at that point. No control problems at all in this game for Kazmir. Gets Kotsay. Go to the bottom of the 6th, really more of the same. It's Kevin Youkilis, and then it's Bay again. Kazmir, 6 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 3 walks, struck out 7. Red Sox go to Jonathan Papelbon in the 7th. Last time he pitched in a game that early, 3 years ago, ALDS against the White Sox in the 6th inning. And it's that B.J. Upton guy again. He's unbelievable. What a series. Doubles to left off the wall. 2 more score. It's 7-0 Rays. And Red Sox fans at this point, well, they've seen enough. They're headed for the baseball tavern, likely. Bottom of the 7th. 1st and 3rd for Dustin Pedroia with 2 out facing Grant Balfour. The Rays 7 outs from the World Series. And here comes Boston on a 2-strike pitch. Pedroia singles. Jed Lowry scores. Not really a comeback. I mean, it's only 7-1 at this point. Still 2 out in the bottom of the 7th. And now it gets serious. Big Papi, get out of town. 12th career playoff home run. His first since Game 4 of last year's ALCS. Red Sox down just 7-4. To the 8th we go. J.D. Drew facing Dan Wheeler. Man on first and nobody out. And Drew connects. Into right, up and out. Red Sox now down 7-6. And Rays Nation concerned at Fenway. Remember, this was 7-0. It's 7-6. Here's Mark Kotsay off Wheeler with nobody on and 2 down. And Upton, who's caught everything in center, can't catch up to that one. A double for Kotsay. Watch it again. Upton, I mean, it's amazing he even got that close to it. Just ticks off his glove. And the Red Sox, now the fans willing a base hit out of Coco Crisp. On a 3-2 count, Crisp would just foul off pitch after pitch after pitch. This was an all-time showdown. Pitcher against hitter, Wheeler against Crisp. Continues to foul off quality pitches before ripping one into right. Here comes Kotze coming around to score. Now Crisp, he got a little overexcited, a little carried away. He's thrown out, but still fired up. The Red Sox have come all the way back from down 7-0 to 7-all. To the ninth. Carlos Pena facing Justin Masterson with 2 on and 1 out. Pena hits him the 4-6-3 double play. Masterson out of the jam. To the bottom of the ninth now. J.P. Howell is pitching for Tampa Bay. Has Ortiz found his swing, or he's getting his bunt on with the big shift? He could have had a stand-up double on a bunt. He just fouls it off later in the at-bat. All right. Hal strikes out Ortiz. Next batter is Kevin Youkilis. Youkilis grounds there. Nice pick by Evan Longoria, but he short opts the throw, and Pena can't make the pick on the other end. Into the stands, Youkilis on second. Joe Madden, again, pushing all the right buttons all season long. Great skipper, manager of the year, decides to intentionally walk Jason Bay, brings up the lefty-lefty showdown, and Drew doesn't care. Lines it to right over Gabe Gross. 5 years to the minute of Aaron Boone's walk-off that beat the Sox in Game 7. Drew comes through, and the Red Sox win in thrilling fashion. How about 8-7? Sox used the biggest postseason comeback in 79 years to stay alive, winning this game. The Rays had won the previous 2 games at Fenway by a combined 22-5 score. They were up 7-0 as Boston came to hit in the bottom of the 7th, and hit they did. Now, day off in the series on Friday, so a full day for Tampa Bay to think about it, a full day for the Red Sox to enjoy it, before turning their attention to Game 6 at the Trop, Saturday night, 8 Eastern, TBS and ESPN Radio.